Title: The Clocksmith's Apprentice. In a quiet village nestled in the English countryside, there lived an old clocksmith named Elias, who owned a dusty little shop filled with ticking wonders. Among the gears and pendulums worked a curious young apprentice named Lila, who had come to learn the art of clockmaking but ended up discovering much more. Elias was secretive, especially about the back room of the shop. "Not until you're ready," he'd say with a twinkle in his eye when Lila asked about it. She assumed it housed his finest clocks or some prized antique. What she didn't expect was a machine that would change the course of her life. One rainy evening, Elias didn't come down for supper. Lila went upstairs and found him pale, clutching a worn leather notebook. "I'm sorry, child," he whispered. "You must finish what I began." He pressed the notebook into her hands. It was filled with drawings, equations, and maps, all centered on a device labeled the chronoharmonic engine. In the hidden back room, Lila discovered the machine. It looked like a massive brass pocket watch, open to reveal a glowing core and a seat surrounded by levers. She studied the notebook by candlelight and slowly began to understand how it worked. One cold morning, she pulled the main lever. The world around her twisted, and the air rang like a struck bell. When it cleared, she found herself standing in the same village but 312 years earlier. The air smelled of wood smoke, the river ran wider, and the shop hadn't even been built. She traveled through time again and again, witnessing the shop's construction, meeting past versions of Elias, and even glimpsing the future, where the shop had become a museum of wonders. Each trip revealed a piece of the truth. Elias had been a time traveler, using the shop as an anchor point in time. He had been searching for someone who could carry on his work, someone who could fix the tears he had unintentionally made in time. In one distant future, she found a version of herself, older, wiser, and smiling. "You've done well," the future Lila said, "but the timeline is still unraveling. You must go back before the war, before the storm. Save the village, save us all." Now Lila travels not for curiosity, but purpose. She is the guardian of time, mending events and nudging history back into balance. If you ever hear a strange ticking when no clocks are near, it may be that Lila, the time traveler, is passing through, fixing the past to save the future.